This ain't a usual mental Monday though. Today is actually my late mother's birthday. She passed 5 years ago. It's been very, very tough, dealing with that over the last few years and just coming to terms with that. If you lost loved ones, you understand. So today is gonna be more of an honor of her, and we're gonna go over a topic, man. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is something that's very uncommon a lot of times through families, through friends, through relationships. A lot of things in our community, in our lives, aren't always understood about how to forgive and properly forgiving things. It's not about forgiving the people that did things to you, right? It's about forgiving the situation. It's about allowing that situation to be put to rest. Because ultimately, if you've never forgiven, then it becomes a grudge in a sense. It turns into resentment. And we don't need resentment in our lives. It just harbors in us. It stays in us. Internally, it eats us up. It eats us up, and it gives us a lot of negative energy that we are pushing out into the world. And that's never good when you know about the law of attraction. If you're not positively influencing yourself, you're negatively influencing yourself subconsciously. So we're gonna go more deep into the topic. It's not about, like I said, forgiving people. It's about sometimes forgiving that situation, forgiving yourself, right? Sometimes you are not able to resolve situations. You're not able to resolve those problems, and that's okay. But if you hold on to it, it will not do good for you. It will not give you anything beneficial in your life. It will continue to hold you back from experiences, opportunities, maybe even people. If you're able to forgive, you're going to give yourself a new chapter, a new pace in life, because you're not limiting yourself to those past regrets, those past beliefs, those past thoughts, all of the things that will deter us from getting where we need to go in life. And I'm gonna use myself as an example. And like I said, it's a very unfortunate situation. I lost my mom at a young age, a young adult age, and I wasn't in Ohio. I ain't been in Ohio for years, so I wasn't able to properly say goodbye. And that's something that we always turn around and blame ourselves because of life and the situation that be going on. But in the long run, I had an amazing experience with her in my life. She showed me some things. She nurtured me. She gave me morals. She gave me confidence, love, support, all of the above. She was an amazing, beautiful soul. She touched many people. And like I said, her life was a presence among a lot of individuals in a community. And it's just something that will never be forgotten. But since I was not able to say goodbye properly, I feel like I did not do something. I did not do something, and I felt like I'm against myself. I'm holding myself accountable because I wasn't able to give my mom that, or at least give myself that. In what they say, when you have comfort or you have a way of dealing with something that's unresolved, it's like basically like comfort in a sense. But for the long run, over these last few years, I've been beating myself up, and I've been telling myself I did something wrong. I wasn't there for her, this and that. And it's negatively impacted me in a few different ways in my relationships, in my life, in my thoughts. And over time, I've come to realize that it's something that we do as humans. We turn the blame on ourselves because of how something may have turned out. So do not become so confined in your thoughts and how you believe things may have been due to your perspective, because it will conform you. It would change you. It would make you into a harder person, a colder person. And that's not how we're supposed to be as humans. We're supposed to show love. We're supposed to give out love, guidance, support, and those things. And over the years, I've got misguided and lost that. And I'm coming back to realization that it's happened because I allowed it to happen. And the thing is it's emotional. It's normal. We deal with emotions on a daily. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to properly process those thoughts and those feelings and grief, because grief doesn't have a time limit, and that's the real deal right there. So I'm releasing it through a message for my mom, because she was the person that I needed. She was the person that gave me life, and she was the person that inspired me to do a lot more things after her life, because constantly she's been a presence in my life, even after death. So I don't know what you need to forgive. I don't know who you might need to forgive. That doesn't mean allow people back into your life. That doesn't mean just forget everything that happened. But it does mean resolve those internal issues, because when something gets unresolved internally, it will start to escalate externally. It will start to come out in different ways and represent that. So do not forget, forgiving is a powerful thing. And when you're able to do it, you will move better, in a better pace in life, and your mental will be more clear, more stable, more positive, all of the above. All right, family, peace and love. I'm going to catch y'all. Be smooth.